Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Satyajit and you're watching Satyajit's artwork. I hope guys you remember me because it's been quite a long time since I posted my last video with voiceover. To be precise, I think it is more than a month now. I didn't post a video with my voiceover. So here I am back again guys with a video tutorial on painting a portrait using gouache paint. Actually this is also very new for me because this is my first ever gouache portrait, so there are a lot of experiment and learning curves for me as well from this particular painting. So in this video I'll be sharing 5 key advantages of gouache paint that makes it likable. I think for most of the people, for me at least, gouache has become one of my most favorite medium, I think, at this particular point of time, because I'm using a lot of gouache. So the first advantage is that the gouache paint actually dries quite fast. So I know that this can be a problem while working with acrylics, that because acrylics dries very fast and it almost dries on the palette and you cannot actually reactivate it, and you just pull out those plastic paints from your palette and you just throw it out. But it's not the case with gouache paint. Gouache paint dries quite fast and you can actually reactivate the paint because it is water soluble, that we'll discuss later. So what I was saying is that as it's a medium which dries quite fast, so you get the opportunity to layer a lot of paint one over another, and it is very much useful for the technique of blending different textures and the overall skin tone. For this particular case, it contains a lot of colors, and all these colors are blended together so that they can act together and create an illusion of reality and realistic skin, to be precise, in this particular case. So that is possible only because of the fact that the paint dries quite fast, and it is not like oil paint where the paint remains wet for days, and if you just over blend it then it becomes muddy. But it is not the case with gouache paint. It's a very good advantage, I think, when it comes to painting with gouache. The second advantage is that it is actually organic medium, that it doesn't contain any solvent and all those things, because it is actually prepared by mixing with gum arabic, which is a organic extract. All the paints are actually a mixture of pigment and binder. So in this case the binder is gum arabic and it is organic, so it is actually extracted from a plant, which is, you can say, a natural glue that actually binds the pigment together. So this is organic, and so those people who are like searching for a more organic and natural medium, I think gouache is the best for them. The third advantage is that it is water based, so it is resoluble and it is solvent free. You don't need turpentine or linseed oil in order to wash your brushes. This particular medium is water based, so if for an example you are just working for a painting session of 2 hours and then you just leave your palette like that, by spraying a mist of water, then again when you will come back, you will find that the pigments has dried. But it is not like acrylics that you need to scrape those paint, you need to again load some paints from the tubes. It is not like that. You can actually reactivate the paint by spraying some water from a mist spray bottle. So keeping a mist spray bottle is very handy while working with gouache, because it's like a paint where you can reactivate the pigments at whatever time you want. So it becomes a very handy advantage when it comes to painting with gouache. So the fourth point, or the fourth advantage of working with gouache, is that it gives you infinite blending time. So it is very important, guys, for those people who are like interested in realistic art. I mean, those people who are like viewing my videos, I guess you people are interested in realism. That's why you are watching my videos. So for those people who are like into realism, a matter of concern is that the blending time, that it needs a lot of blending. For an example, in this particular case, the skin tone was blended several times in order to reach that point where the different colors are integrated together so that they look as a whole, and not like that it is not an impressionist type of painting where I'm just putting different brush strokes together. You need to blend. So with gouache, the blending time, you will get infinite amount of blending time, because it is like that if you just finished an area and you just leave it for days, then like after 1 month you are coming and you are just again putting a wet brush on that particular area, it will again reactivate. I think in realism, blending plays a very important role. Unlike other mediums like in acrylics, the blending time is very less. You need to blend the colors very fast, otherwise you won't be able to blend the colors if you are not using a medium. And sometimes with medium also, the drying time does not increase for a substantial period. Like in oil, sometimes the blending becomes difficult because if you just overwork, then it becomes muddy. So in case of gouache, I think it is the most valuable advantage that comes for me using gouache, is that it is like you can blend at any moment, anytime, and you won't end up with a muddy surface or not with a torn piece of paper. So this particular thing is very handy for me. The last but not the least, the gouache paint is kind of like very like go easy medium, because it is like very easy to clean and less messy. And another important aspect is that it is very easy to photograph. Now, as you know, wash paint is water soluble, so you can clean the brushes very easily. You can also clean your palette quite easily. Apart from this, when you are painting with gouache, then the color dries quite matte, so it gives a matte finish. And when you will end up, then once the painting is done, then you will photograph that piece. So this becomes easy with gouache because there is no shine that you get in case of acrylics or oils. So it becomes quite difficult to photograph those pieces. You need to take extra care, but with gouache it is not a problem. It's very easy to photograph a painting with gouache. You will get picture perfectly at the very first attempt. So this is very handy when it comes to photograph your painting. So with this guys, I would like to conclude this video. Here you can see it is the finished piece, and I hope you learned something out of this video. See you soon with my next video. Till then, take care and keep walking. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to support my work, then please do like, comment and share my works, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, which is very important so that you get notified as soon as I post a new video.